No one can stop the Kansas City Chiefs when they do this. So we're going to be going through that and 3 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video, and if you want more Kansas City Chiefs news content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting that red button down below. The first story is Kansas City Chiefs have handed Travis Kelce unexpected new role for NFL season. Wide receiver is one of the positions with the most question marks for the Kansas City Chiefs heading into the regular season. But a rookie could step up and make his impact felt right away. In a recent article by Pro Football Network's William Schwartz, he gives 5 bold predictions for the Chiefs this season. One prediction he makes is that speedster Xavier Worthy could be the team's best receiver by the halfway point of the regular season. Expect Worthy to click perfectly in the Chiefs' offense, inhabiting something similar to the former Tyreek Hill role, Schwartz writes. He's one of the few players in league history with the pure speed to do that. And unlike other recently drafted speedsters like John Ross, he's displayed a broader skill set than just running fast in a line. Marquise Brown is most likely out for Week 1 against the Baltimore Ravens with a shoulder injury, and there is a lot of uncertainty surrounding Rashee Rice and his possible suspension. As a result, Worthy could take advantage and come out of the gates as a dependable target for Patrick Mahomes to get the ball to. His straight-line speed makes him a very intimidating threat, and he has shown solid route-running skill in training camp and his appearances in the preseason. If Worthy can step up for the Chiefs this season, it could give the team a better idea of who one of the targets of the future will be for Mahomes after Travis Kelce retires. The Kansas City Chiefs have disclosed Travis Kelce's unexpected special teams role for the upcoming 2024 NFL season. The veteran, 34, will potentially add long snapping duties to his responsibilities. Kelce, who has already appeared in the Chiefs' opening 2 preseason encounters, is looking to retain his premier position and continue receiving passes from quarterback Patrick Mahomes for the foreseeable future. Impressing with versatility, special teams coordinator Dave Toub shared insights on Tuesday about Kelce's additional capabilities. "See? Kelce's our backup long snapper," Toub told the press. "During the regular season, I can throw him in there and he's dynamite, does a great job." Queries also emerged regarding James Winchester, the usual long snapper for the team, who suffered a shoulder injury against the Detroit Lions last weekend. He returned post-halftime, yet was replaced by Noah Gray, another tight end. Notably, the Super Bowl LVI champions have secured free agent Randon Plattner, previously with the Baltimore Ravens, potentially sparing Kelce from stepping into the alternate role this regular season. Amidst these developments, Kelce and his teammates are eyeing a historic accomplishment, aiming for a consecutive 3rd NFL championship after clinching the Vince Lombardi Trophy at the previous Super Bowl LVIII over the San Francisco 49ers in Las Vegas. With Patrick Mahomes confident in the team's prospects of achieving an NFL first, the storied Patriots coach Bill Belichick has hinted at certain reservations. Belichick, speaking on the Pat McAfee show, highlighted some areas for improvement for the Chiefs. He said, "I think the bigger issues are going to be on defense. Look, they played very well in the playoffs, so that's where it counts, and that's the most important thing. But overall, as a team, run defense, turnovers, I think that's an area they're going to want to improve in." He also commented on the difficulty of maintaining success, stating, "I just think this 3rd year for it all to fall into place 3 years in a row is tough," but added, "If anybody can do it, it's probably Kansas City, but it won't be easy." Despite a narrow loss to potential Super Bowl rivals, the Lions, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, remained positive. He said, "I think you've been able to see the growth, and we've added a ton in the last few days up here. The guys have digested it and been able to spit it back, retain it. That has been a positive. And then maybe most of all, getting yourself in football shape, kind of re-amping up to our first game." Reid also acknowledged there was still work to be done before the season starts, adding, We still have a couple of weeks ahead of us here till that all takes place. But we'll keep working on it. We're not ready yet, but we'll keep working and sharpening ourselves up to play. I appreciate the attitude the guys have had. The second story is Chiefs will part ways with fan favorite WR in favor of Kadarius Toney. Arrowhead Pride's Pete Sweeney doesn't think Kansas City Chiefs receiver Justin Ross did enough this summer to beat out Kadarius Toney for a spot on the 53-player roster. In Sweeney's final roster projection for the 2024 preseason, he has 7 receivers making the regular season roster: Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Justin Watson, Sky Moore, Mecole Hardman, and Toney. Sweeney explained why he believes the Chiefs will choose Toney over Ross and why Ross is a potential practice squad candidate. It still sounds like something that could go either way, but Toney's health seems to be there at least right now, and Andy Reid values his upside, Sweeney wrote on August 23rd. I also think tight end Jared Wiley's presence on the roster may hurt a would-be role for Ross, who I imagine the Chiefs would try to get back on the practice squad with Nico Remigio. Snap counts revealed Justin Ross's destiny in preseason finale. Though the Chiefs coaching staff has not revealed who they will keep and cut from the receiver room, the snap counts for the preseason finale were very telling. 5 receivers did not play in Kansas City's preseason finale, which seemingly means they are a lock to make the 53-player roster: Rice, Worthy, Brown, Watson, and Moore. Brown didn't play because he is still sidelined due to injury, but his talent makes him a clear lock for the roster. Among the receivers that did play against the Bears, Ross played the most snaps on offense, 27. He played 3 more snaps than Hardman, 24, who is projected to make the team due to his familiarity with the system. One can assume that the coaching staff had Ross play the most snaps because they wanted to give him as many opportunities as possible to prove himself in the team's final preseason outing. Unfortunately, Ross didn't capitalize on the opportunities. He finished the game with 6 targets, 2 receptions, and 12 yards. Ross finished the preseason with 15 targets, 6 receptions, and 59 yards. The third story is Harrison Butker has simple message for enemies of Kansas City Chiefs kicker. Harrison Butker has faced acute criticism this summer after starkly expressing a series of culturally conservative viewpoints during his commencement address at a local Catholic university, Benedictine College. The NFL kicker and 3-time Super Bowl champion has doubled down on these attitudes, with the Kansas City Chiefs preseason campaign nearly complete, however. He expressed his indifference to these attacks on X earlier this week. "You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life," Butker wrote. The Decatur, Georgia native falsely attributed this quote to former British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, a common mistake, with the statement first appearing in Victor Hugo's 1845 work, Villemain. Butker remained close to home for college, becoming the all-time points leader at Georgia Tech, before spending 7 largely uncontroversial seasons with the Chiefs. That aversion to the limelight changed earlier this summer while delivering his commencement address, drawing the most criticism for his remarks on women's role in the workforce. "For the ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment," he began. "I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife Isabel would be the first to say her life truly started when she started living her vocation as a wife and as a mother." Butker's wide-ranging speech also advocated for numerous controversial political beliefs, including COVID-19 denialism, electoral skepticism, and even suggesting his belief in Jewish deicide. The accoladed kicker was raised Catholic and rediscovered his faith later in life, noting that the sacrament of confession was a crucial factor in his newly strengthened belief. Many major stakeholders around the world of football decried Butker's conservative attitudes, with the NFL noting that the remarks were made in his personal capacity and do not represent the league as an organization. However, these views also attracted numerous supporters, with Butker's jersey quickly becoming the most popular item on the NFL's team store. In the Chiefs' locker room, star tight end Travis Kelce has previously noted that while he has personal disagreements with Butker, he appreciates the kicker on a personal level. He's treated family that I've introduced to him with nothing but respect and kindness. And that's how he treats everyone, Kelce said. When it comes down to his views and what he said at St. Benedict's commencement speech, those are his. I can't say I agree with the majority of it, or just about any of it, outside of just him loving his family and his kids.